Okay, so what do we want to do next in here? Let's see. Let's go ahead and let's cut these little cuts in here. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so we will want to come in and make a new sketch. And let's turn on our base sketch so we can see what's going on here. Alright, so we got these arcs. Okay, so I'm going to create, let's create an arc. I'm going to do a 3-point arc. Make sure my snap is on. And let's try, say, maybe from here to maybe there. And now we'll turn that snap off. Maybe something like that. Alright, snap back on. Create another arc. Maybe here to here. Snap off. Yeah, we could do that. Let's make it a little less. Maybe here. Yeah, so a little more art to it. Like that. Okay, then we just need to, let's do an outline. Let's go 1.5. Okay, and then we want to repeat that. 1.5, but we want to flip it so it's on the inside, and so these gaps will be the same. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's finish the sketch. Alright, so we're going to do our split body. We're going to take this body and cut it with this. And maybe we can do 2 cuts at one time. We'll see. No, I didn't like that. So we'll do 1 cut at a time. So here. And there. And then we'll repeat that. Here. And turn that sketch back on. There. It's not liking that one for some reason. Let's go back to doesn't like those curves for some reason. Well, not sure why it doesn't like those. Let's get rid of this one. Is it because... Oh, there's that one. Okay, that's better. For some reason it didn't want me to start with that one. There we go. That was kind of odd. Okay, so now we've got those cuts in there. Yay! Yay! Okay, let's cut off our sketches. Alright, so that looks pretty good. Let's go back to our named view. Okay, I like that pretty good. Let's see. So, we're making these little cuts right in there. Okay, then we want to inset those, which is, and that's an offset. Offset any. So under our modify here, we're going to do offset. And you have to go through here and pick all of the faces in that ring. And let's see, what are we thinking here? Maybe 0.6 maybe? Let's look at that. Yeah, that looks pretty good, 0.6. So we'll go for that. As a matter of fact, a little thing to show you here. Let's pick these again. By the way, I'm not holding anything. I'm just picking. You don't have to hold. Okay, so 0.6, and it needs to have a minus in it, so it's going in. And I'm just going to copy that. And click OK. And then we're going to repeat it and do the same thing here. And then I'm just pasting in that other amount. So I can just copy and paste it. Okay, that looks pretty good. All right, now these are separate pieces at this point, so we want it to be think about it. Do I want it to be the same piece? You just have to decide that. We have to decide, is this all this one piece or is these two separate pieces? I'm just going to make it as one piece, but that's a decision to make. You know, when this is manufactured, is this a different piece than that? What you can think of as materials, you know, is this like a rubber and that's a metal inset or whatever? I'm going to do it all as one thing, but that's something that you have to decide as the designer. Do we want this as one or separate things? You just have to make that decision. So I'm going to combine these. So I just go by and pick them. And then I just do join. And I'm going to tell it, I'll just tell it to go ahead and keep the tools. So what that's doing is, need that open. I need bodies open. So it, okay, did it not? Okay, well, why did it not join it? Let's do that again. Okay, there it is. Okay, there it is all joined together. And then I want to soften those edges, so let's go here and fillet that. And I'm going to go for nothing too big, so we'll just say 0.2. That looks fine. And I'm going to hold down the control key, and this one, and that one, and that one. Okay, that'll get all of those. And then let's do the inside ones. Let's see, what do I want to go with that? It's giving me an odd. Add those two together. Yeah, I can. What about, can I get this one in there? Yep. And that one in there. Okay. Alright, then that's got that all together as one piece. Okay, so we're kind of doing that kind of thing there. So that piece is looking pretty good. Now another thing is that I don't have to build the other side. I can just mirror this. And looks like I've pretty much got this piece made, so I'm just going to go ahead and mirror it now. You don't want to mirror it till you've got everything done. So what we'll do is we'll go create mirror, and I pick the body. Then you have to pick the mirror plane, which will be this, and new body, and click OK. So then there is the other side. Okay, that's looking pretty good. And so we got this and that. Okay, so we can now make this centerpiece. We can go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and we're going to close this down. And now we're going to make the base. And so I'm going to make that as my current layer. So you'll see there's no timeline other than sketch in here. Okay, so let's top and look down. Okay, so that's for this lens here. So I need to turn on those. Okay, so here, and it looks like to me I need to modify this. So let's edit, and I need to inset. Doesn't like me because I've already offset that one. So we can just do the same thing with creating a new one. I want it to maybe go right about there. Okay, so we can hide these bodies right now. So what we're going to do now is Okay. Now I want to show you something real quick. Now if I go press pull on this, we want to turn these bodies on so we can kind of see what's going on. And let's do symmetric. No, we can't do symmetric. We're going to have to do two sides. So I can pull this up, and then I can pull that one up too, because it's got to be centered to it. So this one, okay, now I'm using kind of visually this, so it kind of cuts into it right there, because then I'm going to round these. And just think about it. I want these to be down a little bit lower. I don't want to cut into that fillet that's in there. So let's do that here too. Oops. Like that. That's about right. And a new body. Okay, and that'll add a new body on my base down here. And that's my main base. Okay, let's go ahead and I can turn my sketch off. Let's go ahead and I want to fillet that. And the bottom too. And that's going to be a little piece on the inside. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, so the thing that we have to determine here is, does this meter come up or does it go in? I'm going to say it goes up. Yeah, I'm going to go up with it. So let's turn our sketch back on. The top. Alright, let's hide our bodies and we're going to edit this sketch. And what I can do now is to come in here and trim off what I don't need. So I don't need this, that, and that. Then I might also want to do an inset on this. And that will need to come on the inside like that. Okay. So let's do a press pull on that. And we're going to make, oops, we got to turn my, here's the error I want you to see. The object that you're creating is not visible. Please toggle the visibility. So I'm building it and it's building it, but I've got my bodies off here so I can't see it. So we just want to turn that main base off, and then I can see that. Okay, so now I'm going to hit F5 to pick bodies, and I'm going to move this up. Turn the base back on. And now I can set this down there. And there's that piece. Okay, so what I want to do is give this piece a little bit of a flare to it so it's not going straight back. So that's called a draft. So I'm going to go here, modify draft. Okay, I have to have my pull direction, which would be this, and then select faces that I want. And then I rotate, maybe something about like that. Let's make it 26 degrees. Okay, then that flared that out. Okay, so by the way, I was holding on the control key to add those faces to it. Now the other thing is we don't want razor sharp edges ever, so we want to go here and fillet this, and let's see, we don't want too much. Let's do 0 point. That's too much. Yeah, maybe that. So then let's add, we want to add the inside to that. We can use the same thing. We could make the inside different, but I was going to leave it the same as the out. I think that would be fine. Okay, that looks good. So those are a little soft. We need to round this top edge some. So don't need it very big. 0.1, that looks fine. Let's go control here. Now, if I was building this high poly to build a low poly and cast normals, I would make that a little bit bigger, but because we're not doing high poly, low poly, we're just building a prototype, I don't have to do that. Okay, so that looks all right. So we're getting pretty good. Okay. Let's go ahead and build this piece. So all right, so what I'm going to do here is let's put it on the base, because our timeline's not too long there, so we'll put it with the base. Alright, so we can hide that for right now. Actually, we're going to want a base sketch on, so let's hide that body. So we could do it as okay. Okay, so let's do a press pull, and we need, let's see, let's go to the top. We only need that. Okay, I can pull it up. Now, if we go over here, we can see that it is, It's 4.5 right there. 4.5. Well, that's going to cause us a problem. We have to come back and readjust. We have to readjust our thickness. Okay. And we need to that. We have to go back to edit this. Yeah, I need to go ahead and add this into it. So it goes into there. And let's see, this will be rounded some. So F8. We need to fill it that a little bit, maybe. .4, and then we'll do all of those, and looks like we should also add this into it. Well, I think I want to do that later. Okay, let's go with that. Okay, then we need to do we need to do a shell. And that will give us a shell of this, like so. And then extremely small fillet. Each of those, they'll be a little soft, like that. Okay. I can come back later and make some of these other cuts and stuff if I want to put that detail in there. Okay. Now, looks like I may need to do the same thing to here. If we can do these all together. I need to do this side too. Pull this down. Okay, it doesn't like that. Let me just try if I can just pull this one. Okay, I can, no. Okay, what it's telling me is all of these little these I need to go back for right now and make this active, and it's telling me these need to be suppressed. Okay, let's see if I can pull it now. What was the Alright, so I'm going to do it a different way. What I'm going to do is cut this. So what we're going to do is on this ring, we're going to create a new sketch. We're going to create a line. Let's put our snap on. Over here to there. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to split body. So this, and that's my splitting tool. And I can cut those into two separate pieces, and then I'll do the same over here. Okay, so now I can move this and this down. And let's go show our other body and go to the side. And that looks pretty good. Okay, we'll go for that. And then, okay, so then I can go and extrude and go from there to there. And then let's repeat the extrude. Go here, there. Okay. There we go. Okay. So we're looking pretty good. Let's see what else we got going on here. Okay, so we've got this basic shape. I can come back, cut the holes and stuff later. So this one, we got this, we got this, got this. I mean, we'll come back and do these. I'm not sure what this is. So I'm not quite sure. I mean, I'm having to interpret this. So we'll have to come back to that. Let's see, what else do I want to do right now? I think I want to put, well, I can tell you what eventually is going to happen here is I'm going to put two pieces in here. And one of the pieces is going to be a piece that I'm going to that I would create a piece of artwork that has the information for the meters. This is some kind of a meter right here, or a display, I should say. And so I need a base of that, and I need a piece of glass. Okay, so that would be easy to do. So we go to our bodies off, we go back to our base sketch. And actually not the base sketch, it's the sketch down here. So what I'll need to do is to edit the sketch. And what I think I'm going to do, it's not going to do that. So since that's an offset, I've got to offset back from the original. And so I want to flip that. And I want this piece to be a little bit bigger to inset into that. So that'll work right there. Okay, so now I need to push-pull that. This needs to be on this piece. And turn my bodies on so I can see it. And I want to turn that body off. So I'm just making it a little bit thickness. Doesn't need to be too thick. 0.1 is fine. Okay, so then I can move this. It needs to be bodies. And I move this up. And this will be the base piece. Let's go right. And this is the base, which will have, you know, our display on it. And then we want to move that again. Go back to the side. And bodies. That's side. And I want to do this create copy right here. So as I'm moving, I'm creating a copy. And then that will be the glass. Didn't make it, did it? Okay, I'll name this. This is the display rim. And this is display base. Okay, I need to do a move on this again. Bodies. Copy. Why is it not making a copy? Okay, not sure what's doing that weirdness. Select the body. Oh, okay. Somehow that jumped on us. That's why I'm not seeing it. It's because Okay, let's do that again. So let's remove that. Somehow it jumped up to this other. I'm not sure how it did that because I had it on the base. Okay, try that again. Display base. Oh, copy. Create copy. Move it up. Click OK. So now there's the bottom one and there's the top one. So this was display glass. So what it was doing, I don't know if you didn't catch that, but it was putting it up here and I had these bodies hidden, so it was making it. We just couldn't see it. Okay. So that's all the pieces I need for that. For this. Okay, so... Okay. I think that's as far as I'm going to go on this one. And then all we have left is to come back and put these controls in. And we'll do that in part 3. So hopefully you got some more knowledge from this one, using some more tools. And we will see you in part 3.